A beautiful orange tulipan. Even with my eyes closed, I feel how they were thinking me from one place to the other. Suddenly everything was very still. With great encouragement, I turned and opened my beautiful eyes. Feeling a little asleep, I looked Harold was inside a large apartment. I noticed that on one side of my chair was a very kitten sunflower. I looked at the little strange bud. My kittens didn't care and greeted. When I didn't receive any response, I was assumed that he had heard me. So with close me movements, I needed towards him. Suddenly, the man who sat up me pressed a button that seemed to be for the hatching. And as if it were a horror movie, the sunflower turned towards me, I suppose because of the direction of the hot hair. Its face was horrible. It just felt very afraid. I was so scared that I fell on the table. Everything was gray tones, but what I was saw worse than the previous one. The man was now cutting the branches of a poor trunk. I looked at his face, and my thoughts were only one thing: run, run, run. I turned my body to the right, and I found a very big cactus. He only told me, "Save yourself," pointing at the apartment window. Without think, turned I object, and without my strength, I detached my root from the pot that made it difficult for, for me to escape. I crawled over the window and looked down. I was a very high hidden for me, but I was hidden, jumping in a fear of behind, stuffed to death, and that horrific face. I got hurt, my congress, I didn't. I feel utile in hit the bottom. I feel on the very soft and clean hair. I got up dizzy and looked around. Happiness returned my beautiful eyes when I saw that I was surrounded by beautiful flowers, very pretty and heathly. The world nightmare was over. Conclusion. It is a short film that addresses the theme of personal improvement through art and the connection with nature. The story follows a tulipan whose the speed facing change in his life finds inspiration and strength in the motivation. He was to live a place where he knows he will be heard. The short film conveys a hopeful message about personal growth and ability of transformation.
Leap of faith. A beautiful orange tulip, even with my eyes closed, I felt how they were taking me from one place to another. Suddenly everything was very still. With great discouragement, I turned and opened my beautiful eyes. Feeling a little sleepy, I looked around. I wasn't seated a large apartment. I noticed that on one side of my chair was a very cute sunflower. I looked at it a little strange, but my kindles didn't care and I really didn't. When I didn't receive any response, I assumed that the had heard me, so with clumsy movements I headed towards him. Suddenly, the man who at me pressed a button that seemed for the hitting. And is it were a horror movie? The sunflower turned towards me, I suppose because of the direction of the hot hair. His face was horrible. It was feel very afraid. I was scared that if fell onto a table, everything was grey tones, but what I saw was worse than the previous one. The man was now cutting the branches of a poor trunk. I looked at his face, and it showed were only one thing: rum, rum, rum. I turned my body to the right, and I found a very thin cactus. he only told me, save yourself, pointing at the apartment window. Without thinking for it, I obeyed and with all my strength detached my words from the put that made it difficult for me to escape. I crawled over the window and looked down. It was very high ahead for me, but I was either so hoping in fear of being stuffed to death in that horrifying place. I got hit my corrigan and did it. I fell until it did bottom. I fell on a very soft and tickling hurt. I got up dizzy and looked around, happily returned to my beautiful eyes when I saw that I was surrounding my beautiful flower, very unhealthy. The whole nightmare was over. Conclusion. It is a short film that addresses the theme of personal improvement through art and connection with nature. This story follows a tulip who, despite facing challenges in his life, he finds inspiration and strengthens the motivation he has to live a place where he knows he will be heard. The short film conveys a hopeful message about personal growth and ability of transformation.